Good morning, Friday, December 27th, 2024. And it's 9 o'clock in the Pacific time zone. Taking a look to see, get a audio confirmation. There we go. Looking at, oh no, my volume is not good. Volume is not good indeed. Let's see if I can show you, let you watch while I fix this workspace camera. Yeah. Okay, now checking. Yep, that gives me better volume. And I'll come over here and listen to it. Oops, I can't listen to it while it's paused. Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm going to start with an Amazon gift card that came in. Jesse Kirk. Here's the rest of the history of Amazon gift cards. Thank you, everybody. Boy, that looks blurry. Does that look blurry on your side? Looks blurry to me. No, it's all right. Come back here. So if you want to be private about giving me Amazon gift cards, then go into your Amazon account and change your name, because my intention is to let people be known over and over again when they do an Amazon gift card, because I love those. This one's from Jesse Kirk. It says, hello, happy birthday, Doug. I wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, and upcoming new year. I'm so glad to be a part of such a great community here on your channel. Awesome. We're glad to have you too. I don't normally participate much in live chat unless I have something worthwhile to mention. That's quite all right, but if you get in the mood to chat more one day, we'd love to see you. But I will try from now on to say hello and participate more in chat when I can. Again, I really appreciate all you do for us and all the real world content you provide. I'm glad I can also show my support via membership to your channel. So yes, and let's see, there was something, whoops, gotta get up here. Where was that at? Somewhere it said new member gift card. Oh, I think he'd put that into chat, comment somewhere. So apply that to the Amazon account, and I'll let you actually see me applying it. And I have done this enough times that I know it does not expose any private information. My balance of gift cards is now up to 244. When I spend some money out of that, then that amount will go, that balance will go down. So you may see that go up and down. Thank you for the Amazon gift card as an automated reply and send. Don't need a copy for myself. All right, so that was that one. And then we'll come over here to community on my dashboard, because here's something else that I would like to be showing. Let's see, actually, no, go to earn and go to memberships, and we see who are members now. Come down here and see your members. Thank you so much, all of you folks who have joined as members. That started on the last show, which was yesterday. How about that? All right, so off and running. And then let's go to channel comments in the community section. Come down here to the bottom. Let's start with a few of these greetings. Happy birthday, Doug, from a new member, Steve Dodd, and Carl J with a happy birthday. Thank you. And Carrie Holzman with a happy birthday, Merry Christmas. Thank you. And then Chris Garrett with, just to be different and put a little humor into it, Merry birthday, happy Christmas, and have a great new year. Thank you so much. Now then, let's come into the actual comments of content. Jim, KJ3N. In my opinion, the other reason they are probably allowing Windows 11 on unsupported hardware is because Windows 10 is still over 60% of desktop Windows systems, and they need that number to come down before they kill 10. My opinion is slightly different than that. It appears to me from that message that I showed yesterday that if you do an original image ISO from Microsoft, it will install on unsupported CPUs as long as you have TPM 1.2. That's been there for a long time. I went back and looked in the Wayback Machine. It's been there for a long time. So that is not a change. I'm of the opinion that they're going to stay rock solid on this, on these insistences, and I think they should. If they start softening that, then people are going to see how much further they can push it. For 60% still using Windows 10, that doesn't bother me at all, because the majority of Windows computers out there, as I understand, I haven't actually gone to find the research myself, but as I've understand from other people reporting on it, is that most of the Windows computers out there are in offices and businesses. And they're mostly going to be having to replace the computers. So it makes total sense that they would be holding off to do that until 2025. So for the adoption of Windows 11 to be slower than the adoption of previous new operating systems, I don't see that as a concern or worry at all. I think it's going to come. I think there's still going to be a lot of people sticking with Windows 10 because they don't want to buy the new computers and or installing 11 on unsupported hardware, and they're just going to face what they face. And as long as they're willing to get all the scary messages saying, no, your hardware is not supported, you're at risk, then all right, they're taking their own chances. They certainly know the consequences, or they know that they're not on supported hardware. So slightly different, but yeah, that I don't see Microsoft making any changes to that. And I prefer that they don't, because then that just gets messy. And that also, if they make changes, then all the people who, complied early, isn't it kind of like the kid who studies real hard to get A's, and then the teacher decides to just give everybody in the class B's and take the award away from the kid who studied real hard? I don't know, that's a little bit extreme example, but then Jim says, it cracks me up that the minimum specs on that page still claims 4 gigabytes of RAM is required for Windows 11. Yes, that's what it says. 8 gigabytes hasn't been enough to comfortably run Windows 10 since 2020. Absolutely agree with that. Hey, I just recently discovered, and I thought I had heard contrary, but you can have Windows 11 Home in S mode. Not that any of you are going to jump all over that. Oh, I didn't test SpeakerBot. Well, I'll get to chat in just a moment. Yeah, because if you did an exclamation mark P, it should still come through my ears, but I haven't checked anything. Let me just go check this piece real quick. Yeah, that one's okay. So it's probably working.
No way.
All right. Thank you, Tony. It's working. I heard it. I didn't watch the audio mixer to see if you heard it. Yeah, so thank you, Jim, for the comment. And then Jim says he can do a video on this or a live stream. I still have 5th gen laptop laying around. Like I said, I'm curious. I'd be interested. I'd like to see someone document whether that works or not. And what I'm talking about is when you make an original Microsoft ISO, not with Rufus, just straight off of their site, just to be sure that Rufus wasn't involved at all. ISO straight off their site and install Windows 11. Home or Pro, I don't think I care about, because Microsoft said it would work either way on an unsupported CPU with TPM 1.2, and you're probably going to have to do the Shift F10 OBO OOBE / whatever it was. Yeah, I did. I know I failed. I did not prep that at all. I did not remind myself today how that command goes. So yeah, but don't put yourself out to do it. I don't think that I'm actually asking for somebody to do it. I'd just be curious to see. Then next, oh, that's all of those. I don't need to send in timestamps on any of those, I don't think. Okay, so then if I refresh that page, that'll show me if anything new has come in since I last opened this up, and then on the held page, nothing there. So now let's go look at chat. Was there, oh, there's this today's title. Maybe I should actually go for that. I'll just take a quick glance through chat in a moment, but today's title, I changed it shortly before showtime. Fixing LWTdb, episode 30, Friday, blue screen of death symptom. I'm going to introduce on one of my laptops. It's a $300 Zen Arrow that I bought a few months ago. It's had a few blue screens of death that I have not investigated yet at all. Then take a quick look through chat, looking for Orange addressing to me, or SpeakerBot's improvisation from television series The Prisoner. I am not a number and not a member. I am a free man. Hello, flock. Okay. Oh, you know what? Another comment. Somebody, I think one or two people did gifting of memberships. I'll just let you know I'm not a big fan of that. So, I mean, you can do it if you really, really want to. Yeah, Zavi's not a member, and I absolutely don't care about the reason for the memberships. It's not because I want the income from it. That's why I priced it at 99 cents. Not interested in the income from it. But what I'm interested in is if you would like to show that you've been a supporter in concept of the show, that doesn't necessarily mean financially, except for 99 cents, that you've been a supporter of the concept of the show and what we're doing here about helping people with actual computer problems, helping end users, helping techs, and that is the main focus of this show. And I am committed to it growing the channel. And when it gets bigger, I'd like for you to be able to show that you were here at the beginning of the growth spurt anyway. Well, we've been doing this for 3 or 4 years, but just kind of casually. So if you choose not to do memberships, I absolutely don't care about that. And I'm still using the same thing with moderators. If you're blue, you're going to stay blue. And when new people coming in, they're going to be turned blue once we get to know them just a little bit. So then here's an orange. I use Rufus to install a new build that supports Windows 11 because of other features it has. Oh, other features that Rufus has, not other features that Windows 11 has. Okay, got it. Yeah, some people like Rufus. I don't do enough fresh installs to care to bother with it because I may need to get a fresh Windows ISO and I can just do it straight to my media. Or actually what I've got now, I've got one of those systems where you can do multi-boot from a USB drive. So I have a few ISOs on that device right now. So it's not actually a normally formatted Windows installation media, which actually causes it to take a little more time to do the install. But I'm going to want to boot Macrium. I'm going to want to boot Windows and also Memtest 86. So I can have different ISOs on the same USB. Okay, that covers all of that. Now, this laptop, I have it sitting in BIOS right now because I wanted to demonstrate another instance where with the HDMI cable plugged in before I turn the computer on, I can capture the BIOS screen. Now, I'm not interested in doing anything with the BIOS screen in this instance. And I did forget to connect my keyboard and mouse to it before showtime. Okay, so we're going to get into Windows and take a first look at what's going on with the blue screens of death on this computer. Wintermute asking, what do you use to create the multi-USB? If you think that is something that I'm going to be able to pull off the top of my head during a show, you do not know me all that well. And I don't. I mean, I could have, in all fairness. You know what? I think I want to make an adjustment to that. I'm going to make see if I can make an adjustment here to the pip. No, that's not going to adjust right now. I've got to adjust that at a different place. So see, I'm just kind of off the edge. I'll go this way. All right. Now, so my first place to go if somebody was reporting blue screens of death is go to reliability monitor. So I hit the Windows key and start typing the word reliability, hit enter. I probably will not be going back through to read through chat. So if there's something you want me to be aware of, you could do an exclamation mark C to guide my attention to it. So here you can see the recent blue screens, and I'm going to make this bigger so I can seize it. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So if I come over here and click on this one, Windows stopped working. Windows was not shut down properly. Shut down unexpectedly. So there's that one, and then this one, and I'm just taking initial look at those. See, this one, the X is different. This is anti-malware service. So these two over here look like they were blue screens of death. I'm just introducing this today. Don't intend to go too far with it. I have a suspicion based on having seen the blue screens of death that it might be a memory issue. And I don't know why I saw what I saw that made me think that. So this is just saying bug check, showing us where the mini dump is stored. It has a date and time coded stamp to it. And let's go, whoop, that didn't work. This button, turn that off. And then okay that. Can I click to go to the next one from here? No, it didn't. All right. So then go into this technical details. Previous system shutdown was unexpected. That doesn't help us with nothing. And there's a failed Windows update on the same day. Oh, just before that happened. I did not even realize that. Windows failed to install the following update with error such and such. Following update. It doesn't give us an update number there. There's no KB number. So what update was that? Microsoft Windows cross device. Let's go back. Let's come down to this one, see what we get. Excuse me. Computers rebooted from a bug check. The bug check was such and such. Dump was saved. I've had these blue screens occur while I was actually active on the keyboard. Oh, wrong button. Such a Doug. And then this one. That doesn't give us anything. Here's more failed Windows updates. Oh. Now, I think this computer is one of my Frankenstein computers. What I mean by Frankenstein is I think that I restored a backup image from a different make and model computer and then installed the drivers. As part of my experience, my investigation into testing, whether that results in problems. Somewhere along the lines, I had an impression that it might be a memory problem. So I was intending to run memtest 86, and I wanted to introduce it to the channel before I did that. Now, these technical details, the bug check, I think it was Wintermute has more awareness than I do about doing opening those dumps and examining them. I have looked into that some, and I did go through the process one time, didn't find it very helpful, so I didn't do any more with it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put that into my Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead and put that into my Google Drive so that Wintermute could take a look at it if he wants to, if I'm remembering correctly that it was Wintermute. Martin Hogg says, read chat, please. What caused the shutdown? It wasn't a shutdown. It was a blue screen of death. Just got a blue screen, did not get a picture of it. Ventoy. Yes, that's the one that I'm using, Ventoy, for multi-ISO on a flash drive. Of course, V came up with that. Is that what you wanted me to see, Martin? No. Doug, if you have a BSOD, how could you see reliability monitor? Well, after you restart the computer. Yeah, you restart the computer and it has a record of the blue screen of death. Yeah, this computer, the blue screen of death, the last blue screen of death for it was, what, the 27th? No, today's the 27th, 26th, yesterday. These down here, we don't care about. Those are informational events. All right, now let's come back to where it tells me how to find that. I wonder if I can do this. Yes, I can highlight across that. So then do a, let's see, that is, yeah, that's on the laptop. Control C to copy, and then Windows key R, and then Control V for paste. And that should open that folder into File Explorer. There we go. And then I've got to get that to my Google account. Now this computer is signed in to my account. And I want to point this out to you is when I restarted this computer, when I got out of the BIOS and booted into Windows, I did not have to put in a password for my username, right? And that's because there is no password on it. It's using the name user. But something else that people might not be aware of is you can do this. I have that actually signing into my Microsoft account. So I start that computer up with no password, no PIN number, and it can go straight into Windows signed into my Microsoft account. I don't need to hear from you that no, don't sign into Microsoft account. It is, I like it, it's useful, it's helpful. I don't mind that you don't like it, some of you. Don't try to convince me otherwise, silly. So here's these two. So I'm going to Control C those. Now the reason why I mentioned that is because I should be able to get straight to my Google Drive because that computer is signed in to my Google account as well. I'm going to take that off screen as I go into my Google Drive, and then I'll paste it. You already saw me do the Control C. Well, you didn't see me press Control C, but I told you I did, and you believe me. All right, so now what I need to do. Oh, I'll do this. Just launching Google Chrome on that computer and then go to a new tab. And at that point, I think it's all good to bring it back up. So here's Google Chrome, and I need to make this big again. Come over here to the checkerboard in my Google page and go to Drive. You can tell I don't go into here much. Well, that's surprising. I was expecting to see Drive there. What am I missing? Oh, there it is. And then I just took that off screen because I don't know what that's going to come up to. Yeah, that's all okay. All right, then shared drives. So these are the drives that I share with other people's. Take that off screen while I click into that. That didn't get me where I thought it would. That gave me to a place for creating a shared drive on this computer, I think. Don't do a lot with this. All right, that's what we want. So I'm looking over those names that are, or folder names that are there, and those are okay to show. So here's what it got me to, is a list of my drive. I could scroll down further. I'm not sure what's down below, so this is the only part that I have screened. LWTdb, shared files, go into there, and then let's create a folder there. Oh, yeah, okay, right click and new folder and call it Zen Arrow Laptop BSOD dumps. Create that, go into that folder. Now can I right click from here and do paste? I'm not sure about that. Nope, I don't see paste. So let's make that down to a middle size and get back to this folder and just drag those. That one and that one. That uploads them to my Google Drive. Then if I go to, do I just want to share that or share the whole drive? I mean the whole, yeah, this is the level that I've intended to be sharing to the audience. So that says shared. Now this has already been configured as shared. What I want now is just to get the link for it. Copy link. It's probably there, real easy to see. Close that. Manage access. I'll get a link over there. Manage access. Anyone with link. There it is. Copy the link and then come up here to today's episode. Pause that. Put in the link. Oops. ZENAERO laptop BSOD files. Now that link just gets you to that shared folder, so then you have to drill down into the folder where those files actually are, and you can download them. And anyone can do that if you're interested, but I think it was Wintermute that knows that process pretty well. So I'd appreciate it, Wintermute, if you would take a look at that, if you're so inclined. All right, here to the chat room. We're getting close to shutting down. Oh, I need to remember to invite people to ask a question. If anyone's got a question about an issue that they're working on their computer, want some ideas about, go ahead and ask in chat. Wintermute says he's looking now. Probably do follow up on that tomorrow, Saturday, because I do not want to spend overtime today, at least not much. Now, if you do see, Wintermute, any indication right away about a memory test, then I will go ahead and run. Well, no, I should do that memory test tomorrow during the show. Yeah, so I can show the whole process. Thanks to autocorrect, 1 in 5 children go a visit from Satan this Christmas. What? Just scanning through. This is the most that I'll be doing today for reading through chat. Yeah, bypass NRO. That's what I was not remembering. OOBE/bypass NRO. When you're installing Windows from Microsoft ISO Media and you want to be able to install without a Microsoft account. Except Windows 11 Pro, you don't even need to do that. You can just say that it's for business and that you're going to connect to a domain server, and you're totally lying about that, and it's quite all right. Weird 11 bug won't let some people install any security updates. Well, that doesn't quite define my problem with this laptop, does it? Because I was able to install updates on other computers. I know that's not what that means. All right, Ski Man. I got it. Did that. Stuck on 23H2 and stuck 23H2 on it. Use GPE to hold back 24H2 until spring. I love that selfie. I've got no idea what he saw that he thought was a selfie. If somebody tried to trigger Stormy when I wasn't on camera 1, you would not have seen her. If you do it when I'm like on this picture-in-picture, I don't think you're going to see her because she's over here outside of the camera frame. Blue screen of death sometimes doesn't get to boot. Failure to boot in my mind is a different symptom than a BSOD. BSOD, blue screen of death, while you're using the computer, while the computer is up and running with Windows, then it blue screens. Now, if it blue screens because there's a problem that will also prevent the computer from booting, then yeah, whatever's causing that problem probably was the source of the BSOD. So sometimes the BSOD may be occurring due to a problem, a root problem, that also prevents booting. What do you call a computer floating in the ocean? Adele rolling in the deep. The singer Adele, that's a reference to. Maybe she has a song called Rolling in the Deep. I don't know that. I can. We got a few jokes in here today. I've seen them all, I think. How do you know you've seen them all, Doug, if you missed one? Get to the other side. Oh man, yeah, there's more. The jokes keep coming. And too many windows open. Yeah. I got that Goddess of Agriculture reference. Yeah, I know who it is. I knew it from the very first time I saw it. All right, that's as much as I'm going to catch of everything. Doug will clarify if a seizure question. Oh, I think that was regarding unable to boot. Yeah, when a blue screen of death happens, there's enough of the computer still operating that it can do a memory dump. So it's taking whatever is in memory and can dump it. So the processor is still functional enough to be able to do that. There she is. Hey, Stormy. Sorry the keyboard's in your way. That's my bad. Oops. Surely a BSOD often prevents a computer from booting. No, not at all. Most of the time I come across BSODs, they do not prevent the computer from booting. Yeah, and I could qualify that by saying in my experience, but no, I think that's broader. I think that's lots of blue screens of death are going to be from a symptom that does not, or a cause that does not prevent the computer from booting. All right, that's it. Let's get out of here. Goodbye. Have a good Friday. I'm planning the normal show for tomorrow, Saturday, and I hope you all can come. Oh, there's Wintermute. Just gave us something. 1221 memory corruption. Yeah, I think the blue screen of death did give some kind of hint towards memory. It did not show up in the reliability report. 1221 memory corruption. 1226 DirectX related driver. Now, if there's a memory problem that occurred at a point in processing that involved DirectX, then the memory could be the source of that trouble. I'm kind of wondering, should I, maybe I'll go, I think I'm going to probably run the memory test before tomorrow so that we can move on past that rather than have the memory test run during the entire show. Because it can take a long time, longer than the show. Yeah, both could be related to faulty memory, definitely. Okay, goodbye. Hasta la vista. Sayonara. Porky, here, Porky. Come on, show your stuff.